Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2019. Hello and welcome, whether you are watching this video for yourself or cross-watching for another individual who has Taurus placements. Hello and welcome. I just want to give a shout out to all of you who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It's because of all of you we actually just recently had our 25,000 subscriber giveaway on Instagram. Emily won a free 60-minute reading with me. We have since actually nearly climbed to 30,000 subscribers, so I think there's going to be another giveaway very soon. So don't fret if you missed out on that first one. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and follow me on all of my social media so you don't miss out on giveaways, special deals, blog posts, Instagram posts. I have a lot of different things going on. So again, all of those links are in the description box down below, as well as links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations for those of you who feel so called. I do just want to say really quickly, I have a very limited schedule this month, so if you are looking to get a reading with me for November, I would do it sooner rather than later. I'm actually participating in National Novel Writing Month, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time writing. So wish me luck. Actually, if some of you are participating, I have my profile for NaNoWriMo linked down below. If you want to be friends, we can kind of keep track and cheer each other on. But yeah, so my schedule is going to be pretty limited. I may actually have to close down the readings for a while. I'll still keep the urgency or emergency readings up for those of you who need an expedited reading. Otherwise, they'll probably just be shut down for like a week or two. But I just wanted to put all of that on your radar. Now, before we actually go into the reading, I do like to start off the videos with an astrological report. I do believe that the tarot that astrology and tarot do complement one another very, very well. Especially this month, it's kind of a lot going on in terms of Mercury going retrograde, Neptune going direct, but I recognize that not everyone is interested in hearing about the astrology, so I will invite someone to leave a timestamp in the comment section down below that goes straight to the start of the tarot reading. Again, I will pin that comment, so if someone wants to leave the time, I'd greatly appreciate it. This is going to be kind of an interesting month because we did start off with Mercury retrograde on October 31st on Halloween, Samhain. Very spooky, right? And I think a lot of tarot readers, a lot of astrologers really kind of blow Mercury retrograde out of proportion. It's like, really, it's almost like just me telling you that it's a rainy day and you might want to bring a coat. It's not me telling you that you can't live your life, that you can just cancel everything. Obviously, we still need to, do what we need to do. We still need to get things done. But just be sure to read the fine print. Just be sure not to rush into things. There's probably going to be miscommunications. There might be delays. The best way to deal with a Mercury retrograde is just be flexible. Don't have very rigid schedules. Don't come at it like, I have to get this done by this exact time or day. If you do have a timeline or a deadline, make sure to give yourself lots and lots of time. Don't wait until the last minute. Because Mercury retrograde can cause some delays there. And it's really not about punishing us. Mercury retrograde is not a bad thing. It's actually showing us the areas of our life that need improvement. It's showing us the areas of our lives that aren't very efficient. And it's actually helping us refine and perfect our life purpose and going towards that. It's not meant to be a scary thing. It's kind of just meant to be a quiet time, a time to reflect, slow down. But obviously not all of us have the ability to, revolve our lives around these cosmic cycles. So we do have to just kind of do our best. So again, just stay open, stay flexible. Don't fret or freak out if things get delayed. Just be aware and stay open. With Neptune going direct towards the end of the month, it can kind of make things a little foggy. It can make us actually go back onto old ways of doing things, old ways of escaping. Could also be a time of relapse or slipping into some old habits that aren't really the best for us. But this whole month is actually going to be a really good time to kind of review the lessons that we've been learning, the things we've been, the insights we've been gaining. and the new things we have implemented as a result of that. It's really up to us whether we take these insights, take this knowledge, and use it and bring it forward into our lives with us, or we kind of just slip into old behaviors and inevitably have things blow up in our face. So really, I would greatly or I would highly encourage you to look at the astrology blog. We have trines between all of the planets moving through Scorpio with Neptune in Pisces. I don't know why I said that so slow. So with Neptune in Pisces, it is a time to slow down and really look at things, especially with those Mercury trines. There's actually going to be a trine with Mercury on the 28th, the day after Neptune goes direct. So it's like we have one last chance to gain the insight, to see things clearly before we kind of slip back in to, kind of the foggy, but also very creative time as well. If the energy has been really, really intense for you, which it could be, especially with Taurus, all of this stuff is happening in your opposite sign, Scorpio. So this is actually having a lot of effect on your relationships. There might be new energy, might be changing things up. Some of you might be breaking up. It's just a lot of energy is moving there right now. And a lot of that is also opposing Uranus in your sign. I believe most of that was actually happening in October for you, but there's a lot of change that's really going on, and it's really affecting you in a very personal way. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There's actually a lot of beautiful aspects that are happening this month, especially towards the middle of the month. So there's a lot of great opportunities for growth, for planning for the future, getting a sense of where we're going. And we do have a Taurus full moon on November 12th. So that's going to be a really good time to ground, to get stable, and to also let go of things that are no longer of value to us, because sometimes we just kind of collect and accrue things and we hold on to this old energy. So it's kind of a good time to do some clearing out, to bring in some new things, and to kind of let go of whatever is blocking you from feeling abundant. And abundance isn't about having all of these things, it's about just flowing, letting things flow through your life. So really just, letting go, not holding on so much, and trusting in the abundance of the universe. It's good to kind of get rid of those poverty mentalities that we have for this full moon. So really, really powerful stuff. And it's just going to be a nice boost to your energy as well. So I hope that you enjoy that. I think that is pretty much everything for the astrological report. Again, I have the forecast blog in the description box down below. I am going to start shuffling now. We're going to first look at the energy coming into November. So this could be what you've been dealing with in October or even further back. There could... With this Mercury retrograde, the time is especially fluid. For some of you, this could actually happen in the month of November. But it's kind of just like, I'm going to be looking at the past energy, what is coming into the first part of November, and then the second part where things are kind of going from there. But again, just take it as kind of like past, present, future, where all of this is going. Don't get too hung up on the time. These are general messages, and of course, they may not resonate with all of you. If this video doesn't resonate or you'd like greater clarity, you are more than welcome to check out some of my other videos for the other signs. If you don't know what your moon, rising, or Venus signs are, I have actually linked a natal chart calculator in the description box down below that can help you figure all of that out. I do also have Heart of the Matter readings, which are my love and relationship readings. Those are timeless, so you can go look through that playlist and go to the most recent video, or you could also, just look through the previous months. Those are my mid-monthly readings, so more will be coming out in the middle of November. Yeah, and just take these messages as they apply and leave the rest behind. So, Taurus, we do have the Seven of Swords for you, the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Wands here. Interesting. So there is some growth that's going on here for some of you, going from the 8 to the 9 of Wands. Some of you definitely found out about something. There was some sort of news, and I think it actually revealed something you weren't aware of before, especially in your day-to-day life. This actually feels like work, or maybe home, or something physical, earthy. It seems like there may have been something in the fine print. Although I'm actually feeling like, Taurus, I'm going to clarify this Seven of Swords. I'm feeling like for a group of you, you're actually walking away or leaving a situation, and you're kind of doing it in a little sneaky way. You're kind of like trying to figure out the best way for you to leave. Because with this Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in your emotions, I do feel like you're moving on. You're going into something that's really exciting for you, really passionate, or something just changed. There's a turn of a wheel here, a new cycle. And this is kind of showing up in your heart, your emotions, your relationships. So clarifying, interesting, clarifying the Seven of Swords. There may have been a deception here from, it could actually be a loved one with the Ace of Cups here. I'm also getting Daughter of Wands. I feel like this is someone who could either be a young fire sign, so Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or someone who's kind of embarking on a new phase in their life, a new chapter. They might be starting some new work or having kind of a new spiritual awakening. And if this is not pertaining to a romance for you, it's actually you going towards something that, you know, really fills you up. You have a lot of creative potential, and you're kind of walking away, or you're trying to walk away kind of sneakily from this situation. It's kind of funny, actually. But you found something that really excites you, which is awesome for those of you that that message is for. We do also have the Nine of Wands showing up in communication, showing up in your mind, your intellect. So I feel like a lot of you have been really focused on, you know, the end game, whatever that is, what's coming next, where do I go next? You might feel really worn down, really exhausted. Maybe that's actually quite daunting for you to figure out, oh my God, where am I going from here? How am I going to get all of this? It's like this thing that excites me seems so far away, or this, whatever it is that makes me feel good seems so out of my reach. It's actually very, very close, Taurus. You're really just a few steps away. I know it's been a long journey, but there's been a lot of change with this Wheel of Fortune here, but I'm actually feeling like this feels good. And for those of you who did find out about someone who might have been talking behind your back, or someone who, you know, maybe betrayed you, you're definitely feeling the hurt of that. But I really do feel like, Taurus, there's something better, someone better here, or people who actually support you. You know, you're starting to open communication with those people, and maybe you've been kind of neglecting them because you've been caught up in this Seven of Swords game here, kind of mind game. I'm going to pull an animal card for you. I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius energy too, actually. Fish. Yeah, it seems like there's this, you want to move. There's this desire to move. And I feel like for some reason it's not something you feel like you can do. You're feeling sort of stuck. You're trying to get your way out of this situation. You just have this restless energy with fish. And it's really important that you kind of take things step by step. You know, make your to-do lists. Don't get too caught up in the currents here. Make sure you're getting done what needs to get done. I know you're feeling very, very exhausted. You're almost complete with something, though. You're actually, I almost feel like there's a completion of a contract, or there's something you're almost free from, and you don't even realize it. but it feels positive. I see restless. I see, it's kind of like hot and cold energy. Interesting. But yeah, I feel like some of you are really dealing with the Sagittarius, Wheel of Fortune, and the Daughter of Wands. Or someone who just has a lot of energy, who really wants to travel, actually, is what I'm getting with the fish, too. Some of you may be traveling, or may have traveled. And that's important for this reading. So let's see. We are now going to be looking at the first half of November, what is coming in, what new things are happening for you this month. This could also be later in the month, might have already happened for some of you. Again, these time frames are pretty fluid, so just take it as it applies. Don't freak out if it doesn't happen right away. Let's see. What are the messages for my Taurians? Nice. Okay, cool. Oh my god, Taurus. You are manifesting big time. Okay. You have the Nine of Pentacles that came out with the Empress. Very, very nice. Ace of Pentacles here. And the Seven of Cups. I feel like some of you are really coming into some money. I'm feeling like there's some sort of boon here for you with this Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you, if you are single, I feel like you're looking really good to a lot of people. And it's like, you're kind of just in a very balanced state with that too. It's like, you could take or leave a relationship. You're kind of just, you're very aware of your self-worth is the energy I'm actually getting. Or you're going to be coming into that. You're going to be feeling good about yourself. And again, just so abundant, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're after something that's stable. Someone's going to offer you some stability for some of you, maybe a commitment. There could also be a job opportunity that feels really, really good. And with the Seven of Cups, I'm actually getting the sense of like choices. Like you have options. This is sometimes a card of like illusion or deception. Some of these options might not be great. Use your discernment on that one, especially for Mercury retrograde. Read the fine print. But I feel like you have options. Sorry, my voice is still a little raspy. I am still kind of on the tail end of the plague I was dealing with last month. Interesting. I kind of do want to clarify this Seven of Cups here, actually. Interesting. This is really interesting. Six of Cups. It's almost like you have the opportunity with something old and something new. I am kind of getting this current. You have choices to make. Do you keep the old? Do you keep the new? You're thinking about that a lot. I don't think you really come to a conclusion quite yet. You might want to kind of hold off on that, but I do feel like there is a solid offer here. For sure. It's going to be a strong time for you to manifest some stuff too. I do feel like for some of you, you might not be seeing something clearly because of stuff from the past. You know, you're still kind of seeing filters from the past. Through filters from the past, sorry. And I feel like there's kind of this emphasis on needing to heal. But I see a lot of healing already. You know, the Empress is kind of healing to me. I do feel like someone from the past also might want to apologize, and it could be this person who's a little sneaky for some of you. This could be way back, actually. Um, I'm almost feeling like for some of you, there's someone from the distant past might be reaching out to you, especially if they kind of deceived you or betrayed you. Maybe they're offering an apology. And it's up to you. Like, it's always up to you what you do with that, but you know, Mercury retrograde is definitely notorious for bringing people back from the past into our lives. So I do kind of get that current for you, Taurus, which is kind of funny. And it does kind of feel like an X because Scorpio season is definitely your relationship sign. So there could definitely be an X coming back from the past, especially if they were a fire sign, a Sagittarius, trying to apologize or make amends. And I don't think you really know what to make of this, but I feel like you're still in a pretty good space, in a good state. At least you're coming across that way to people. But I feel like there's something very stable for you. And you kind of just have to use your intuition to find that. What is the animal wisdom for Taurus for the first half of November for this energy here? What is the animal wisdom? Ooh. Panther. Oh, you're letting go of the past. Some of you are not going to see the opportunities. This is what this is. Some of you are not going to see the opportunities that are available to you because you're still stuck on the past and you need to let these things go. You also should be doing some shadow work during this time as well. You know, what ways are you sabotaging yourself? What ways are you blocking yourself? What are these patterns that you keep coming up against in your life, especially if there's some sort of deception, maybe you deceiving yourself, or situations that you end up in just not being what you expected them to? You're really going to be asked to look at where that comes from, especially in childhood, actually, for a lot of you with the Six of Cups. I feel like a lot of you are going to be doing shadow work. And Panther can kind of jump into our lives in some nasty ways, but it's not because this card is a dark energy or this evil energy. Panther is actually very maternal. It's almost like Mama Bear energy. She does not want you to settle for anything less than your best. And she's watching you from the shadow. She'll watch for some time. She looks at the way you're sabotaging yourself, and if you don't change it, she pounces in there and gets rid of it for you. But honestly, Pisces, I don't know why I called you Pisces. Honestly, Taurus, I feel like there is some stuff you're actually going to be getting rid of. Literally physical objects for some of you. Oh my God, my ears are ringing so loud from that. Yeah, some of you are really going to be getting rid of some stuff. Maybe from an old relationship or from a period of your life, you're just kind of holding on to things and it's bringing in new abundance for you. And that's going to be a really good release. Again, the Taurus full moon on the 12th, on November 12th, is going to be a really good time to ground, to get rid of old things, to let new things in, you know, prevent or get rid of the blockages that are preventing you from abundance. And from you just being yourself, because that full moon, that Taurus energy is your ego, it's yourself. So it's really kind of shedding the old and coming in, stepping into the new, which is beautiful. And this is your energy. You are embodying your energy as the Empress for the first part of November, for this energy right now. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Let's see. What is the energy for the second half of November for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh, interesting. What is the energy for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the second half of November and beyond? Again, don't freak out if this doesn't happen for you. This is just the current trajectory of energy, which we can actually change by virtue of what we are vibrating at. Law of attraction. But it's actually looking pretty good so far. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, this card was at the bottom of the deck here too. This High Priestess is hiding though. Didn't want to come out. It flipped upside down, but interesting. Again, I do feel like some of you are coming across as very attractive and alluring. Ooh, yeah. Oh, totally. I'm seeing it. Okay, we have the Emperor, Father of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. The High Priestess. And the Two of Cups. You're really intuitive. At the end of this month, your intuition is going to be really, really high. You're going to see things pretty clearly. I see a lot of... I'm actually feeling like this is clarity, which is interesting because usually the High Priestess energy is kind of a time of mystery, but it's like this was something that was hiding. You're going to see something by the end of the month that you didn't see before. Again, Mercury retrograde can kind of do that, hide things from you. But something's going to be revealed. It doesn't feel bad. I actually see whatever this is. Some of you are really stepping into a lot of power. You have a new beginning available to you with the Father of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor here. I want to say too, we have an Empress and an Emperor. The Empress is going into the Emperor. I feel like there is actually love coming in, someone who's a really good match to your energy, a complement, a natural pair, especially with the Two of Cups showing up in communication and your mind. Yeah, there's new love. Out with the old and in with the new. That's kind of how it feels to me, Taurus. I don't feel like this is a person from the past. Or if they are, they have done a lot of maturing. Because this Emperor energy, this is someone who's very mature, who's coming into your life, and they have a lot of stability that they can give you. For others of you, this is just you really stepping into your power. You going from Empress to Emperor. You know, this Father of Pentacles is also kind of your own energy as well. It feels like you're just on your game. And there's a lot of passion here, a lot of excitement, a lot of magic. You can really manifest something powerful this month. You're very, very intuitive. You might not know where all of this is leading, but trust your intuition. It's going to be step by step. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to have all the answers. But whatever it is you're embarking on, or whatever it is that's developing for you, it feels like there's a lot of potential, and it's really good for your life overall. And with this Two of Cups, I do feel like there might be a commitment for some of you down the road. There's either going to be an offer for commitment, or this person is going to potentially be a committed partner to you. Could also be someone who is just helping you. It doesn't necessarily need to be romantic. It could be someone who is helping you achieve something or build something. I could definitely see that. A business partner. Wow. You're looking, it's looking good. You're looking good, Taurus. Wow. I'm going to pull one more animal card for you. What is the last bit of animal wisdom for my Taurians for November 2019, second half of November and beyond? Where is all of this going? Show me clearly. 3 cards. Lizard, Gazelle, and Cosmic Egg. Yeah, some of you are coming into a really nice situation, either work-wise or maybe you're moving into something that feels really good. You're very sensitive to your environment, so it's kind of important that you do that. with the gazelle here. It's very graceful energy, very, very beautiful. And you're literally looking beautiful this month. With the Empress, with the High Priestess, you're very alluring. You might have some secret admirers you don't even know about. You could actually be a little intimidating. But with this gazelle, there's kind of this hypervigilance. You might be looking out for problems, looking out for threats. Make sure to ground yourself. Don't get too caught up in that. Find your serenity here. When this energy is in balance, it's very, very beautiful and very, very aware. And so is Lizard. Again, very heightened senses here. Yeah, this High Priestess, you're like almost a mind reader, it feels like. I almost feel like you're going to be picking up on other people's thoughts and feelings. I know that sounds crazy, but it happens. Trust me, it happens. And I do feel like you're just having a very big awakening here spiritually as well. With this cosmic egg, your crown chakra is opening up. You might be hearing voices, actually. Don't freak out. If you're just having thoughts that don't seem like they're coming from you, it's coming from a higher source. Wow. But there's just something very spiritual here. And the cosmic egg reminds us, no matter where we are in our journey, we're never truly alone. I think some of you might kind of be feeling that way with the Nine of Pentacles. Even though you have, like, if you really stop to take count of things in your life, you actually do have a lot more, I think, than you realize. But it's almost like you have this and you feel alone. You're never alone. You're not alone. And I really feel like someone is opening up. There's a beautiful connection for you, whether this is a romance, a partnership, or even just a friend, someone who's kind of part of your soul tribe. It feels beautiful. And I'm really excited for you, Taurus. This actually looks really, really good. So I do hope that this reading was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below what is going on for all of you. Seems really like things are about to take a nice turn. So I'm really, really excited for all of you. Again, I have links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations in the description box. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, Taurus. Happy November.